What if your anxiety wasn't something to fix or to fight? What if you could learn to see it not as something to escape, but as really important information? Most of us see anxiety as the enemy, something to medicate or meditate away or just grit our teeth and get through it. But what if it's actually spiritual data, a signal from your deeper self? By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step protocol to help you decode your anxiety so that you can turn overwhelm into clarity and alignment. Hey there, I am Dr. Katherine Hoffman, naturopathic doctor and human design reader. Welcome back to Ponder and Practice, where we blend evidence-informed tools with spiritual wisdom to help you trust your own inner knowing. If you are absolutely exhausted of anxiety running the show and you are ready to transform it and make it into your ally, stay tuned and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It is totally free and I want to make sure that you never miss a tool or a practice to support you on your journey. Let's start with the basics. Anxiety isn't just a mental health buzzword. It affects over 40 million adults in the US alone. From a naturopathic perspective or a medical perspective, anxiety can be caused by a number of different physical issues. It's important to get this checked out if you haven't yet and you are someone who experiences anxiety. Things like thyroid disorder, blood sugar dysregulation, anemia, even medication side effects can all contribute to anxiety. If physical causes have been evaluated and ruled out, then we can sort of chalk anxiety up to the nervous system being in overdrive. This can signal unmet needs like needing to rest, needing more stability. This could be psychological, financial, relational, needing to set up some boundaries. Of course, please do work with a licensed healthcare provider in your area to help clarify if there's a clear organic cause to your anxiety or not. If you have gone through the process and evaluated possible organic causes, another way to frame anxiety is through a spiritual lens. You can think of it just as data. It's information. Emotions give us additional information. And so you can sort of think of anxiety as your soul's GPS recalculating when you're a little bit off path, or maybe a lot of bit off path. Thinking and speaking somatically, those gut twists that you might experience, or stomach flutters, or muscle tension, these can be some of the same signals that intuition uses. And in fact, they are the same signals that intuition uses. They're not random, they're information. Ignoring them really can lead to burnout, whereas if you're able to tap in and understand them, you can really have some amazing breakthroughs. So today, let's walk through this 5-step protocol to reframe anxiety as actionable, helpful spiritual data. It's simple, it can take you 10 minutes or less, and these are things that you can really do anywhere. Step 1, pause and name it. It's really important to know, how is it that you know that you're feeling anxious in the first place? Do you feel your heart racing? Do you feel butterflies in your stomach? Do you have muscle tension? Do you only know it when you snap or lash out at somebody who's close to you? The second that you feel that familiar buzz of anxiety, stop. It doesn't need to be for a long time, at least just for a few seconds to take a breath. If you can, place your hand on your belly or on your heart and take a deep breath in and out. Name what's happening. If we're aware of something and we can name it, it makes it much easier to deal with. You might say something to yourself like, I am feeling anxiety. Or you can greet your anxiety. You can sort of personify it and say, hello anxiety, I see you. You are a messenger today. This grounds you somatically and shifts you from a reactive state into a receptive state, and then eventually, hopefully, into a proactive state. There doesn't need to be any judgment here, just awareness and acknowledgement of what's going on internally. Step 2 is to trace the signal. Scan your body like a gentle explorer. If you're able, you can close your eyes and move your attention from the top of your head all the way down through your body. You can ask yourself, where do I feel this the most? Chest, throat, gut. Then you can ask yourself, what's the quality of the sensation I'm experiencing? Is it tight like a knot? Is it feel fluttery like butterflies? Is there a color or a texture that comes to mind? Is it squishy and sort of movable, or does it feel really hard and densely packed? Some folks notice that their anxiety presents differently depending on the situation. For example, throat tightness might signal some unspoken truths. A flare in muscle tension in the back could signal feelings of inadequacy to be able to tackle challenges that are showing up. There might not be a specific action that you know from noticing the sensations, and if you're simply better able to understand the sensations associated with your anxiety, this is absolutely enough. Step 3 is to start to decode this data. So grab a journal or your notes app. If you are someone who is a verbal processor, you can also open up your voice notes app and ask yourself a few different prompts. 1, what am I avoiding right now? Anxiety often shows up when we are avoiding something that is big and scary, maybe that we don't know if we are equipped to fully be able to handle. Question number 2, what boundary or truth is this highlighting? Is there something that's ringing true of, ooh, I kind of let this person cross my boundaries and I don't know what to do about it now? Or maybe there are some boundaries that haven't even been set yet that need to be. Question number 3, how does this connect to my soul's path? If you are someone who is into human design, you can also tie this into your type. If you're a projector or a manifester, anxiety could mean that you are over-giving energy. You're not leaving enough in the tank for yourself. Generators, anxiety could show up because you are saying yes to things that aren't really actually exciting to you. As you're doing this, write or speak freely depending on the tool that you're using. Do not edit. Just get the words out. Step number 4 is optional but can certainly be helpful. If you are in a space or you have the time to do this and your anxiety is so intense, you're like, I can't even think what this means because I'm just so on edge and anxious, use a body-based tool to help regulate your nervous system and drop into your body. Self-talk is totally useful, and it can be much easier and more effective to address the nervous system directly. So a couple favorites would be to use the 4-7-8 breath, where you breathe in for 4, hold it for 7, and then breathe out for 8. And do this for 3 or 4 rounds. Another option, if you have this available to you, is to sip some tea. Black, green, and white tea all contain L-Theanine in differing amounts, but this is an amino acid that helps to promote calm and wakeful attention. Chamomile tea is also delightful. Some people may tend to dismiss it and think like, oh, it's not going to do anything, but it does contain a number of chemicals that really help to support the nervous system and help to reduce anxiety via our GABA receptors, and these are sort of the calming receptors in the brain. Step 5 is to integrate this information and start to take action. So you can ask yourself, what's one small aligned step that I can take today? It might be simply to brain dump all of those to-dos and tasks and responsibilities that you have been ruminating about so that you can get it all out on paper and start to make a plan and make sense of it in a practical way. Maybe it's about scheduling some time for your favorite hobby. It could be having a conversation with a coworker or a friend or a family member that you've been avoiding. If it's possible, take action as soon as possible, ideally within 24 hours, because you want to close that loop. When we have tasks that are left undone that we're thinking about, anxiety will loop back to help us make sure that we're aware of these things. As a recap, the things that we can do to help transform our anxiety into information rather than something to just push away or escape or get away from is to pause and name it. Trace that signal, decode what it's trying to tell you, anchor yourself physically, and integrate and take action on that. And also remember, as you're working with your anxiety, as you're making sense of it, as you're learning to navigate it, it doesn't last forever. Things like panic attacks, anxiety attacks, they do tend to come up and then go away, kind of like a wave. It's not going to stick around forever. You're not going to be living in this place forever. And having that in mind and remembering like, okay, this is just for right now, this isn't going to last forever, really can help to create some space so that you can start to make sense of your anxiety and work with it as opposed to against it. And if this video helped to reframe even one anxious moment for you, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps other folks who are also struggling with anxiety to find this information so that they can learn to work with it instead of against it. And I would love to hear, leave a comment below, did you hear a step today that you're like, oh, I hadn't thought about that, let me give that a try? Is there another tool that you found super helpful as you have been learning to work with your anxiety? I would love to hear from you and learn more about your experience. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next one.